Good morning, twin souls, twin flames, soulmates, Vedic connections. This is Brainy Twin Gemini for your reading December 6, 2019. First and foremost, I want to thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the subs, the comments. It really warms my heart, and I love you all so much. You are all so precious to me. And again, I love you all so much. It really warms my heart, and it really does warm my heart how all of you have been reaching out and, telling me how I've helped you on your journey. It really means the world to me. I have a gift, and gifts are meant to be given, and I'm meant to help you evolve on this journey. I've just been a messenger. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you evolve. So again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It really means a lot. I can't thank you enough. And just so you know, I'm winding down the channel, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm just evolving. I'm just going to start doing different things, meditation videos, the awakening, the ascension, all sorts of different things to help a broader spectrum of people. I feel like we need to raise our elevation, and once we raise our elevation within ourselves, we raise the elevation, the frequency of the world. And when we open up our heart chakras, we tend to think with our hearts. And I just feel that if more people are awakening and ascending, it will live in a much better world. So again, thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me, and you are my inspiration, all of you. You are all blessed souls, and I thank you so much. So I'm going to get started. As many of you know, I channel everything in my journal in the morning. I get signs and syncs every single day, and these signs and syncs are messages that aren't meant to be delivered to you. So I'm going to get started. It's been a crazy couple days. So many things have happened, and so I'm kind of going to get started here. So I'll go over the number sequencing. I saw 1111, 1212, 1010, 444, 222, 111, and 717. I want to go over, some freaky things that have happened. As many of you know, this stuff happens to me every single day. It doesn't faze me anymore, but, I believe these are messages that I need to deliver to you. So I take this one route to work every day. It's a backcountry road. And for the last 2 days, no word of a lie, there's been a hawk. And it's almost like this hawk is watching me. And when the car, it recognizes my car. I have no idea how this stuff happens. And when I drive by, this hawk flies past my car and flies up to a lamp, like a lamp. I can't even think of it right now. A light. And it flies and perches up on top of the light. So I thought, okay, well, that was on Wednesday. That's kind of freaky. Hawk spirit is so symbolic. It's such a profound bird. I've talked about hawk spirit many times, and so that was fine. And so then yesterday, I take the same route. I don't deviate much, and same freaking thing happened. I drove by and I'm like, I wonder if I'll see that hawk on the lamppost, just perched there. No, it flew past my car again and then flew up to the lamppost. And these birds are massive, absolutely massive, right? So it was just like, wow, maybe I'll embellish in my description what hawk spirit means, but it's it's a very good sign. It's a sign of like intuition, psychic abilities, manifestation, getting to your higher power, past life. Like there's so many symbolic things with the hawk. I'm also going to go over a few songs that I listen to. When I channel in my journal in the morning, I listen to music. And I think a lot of, the divine masculines or this particular journey, you need to pay attention to the music and you need to pay attention to the lyrics for whatever genre of music you listen to. Because sometimes the messages are being communicated to you through music, and I firmly believe that. So the songs that I heard are Somewhere Where I Belong by Linkin Park. So check out the lyrics for that. Where else? Okay. Better Man by Pearl Jam. Hey You, Pink Floyd, and System of the Down, Chop Suey. So that's my genre of music. I'm like alternative heavy metal. So those are the songs that kind of resonated with me today when I was channeling in my journal. Yeah, so I'm going to get started here. And, as many of you know, I write in my journal, and I just strictly flip the cards out of pictorial purposes. Everything always resonates from my journal. I mean, I could read my journal. I've talked to several people. I don't need the cards. The cards are just a guide. It's just a guide, just a guide in the journey. But I don't even need them. So when I am, go to my new endeavor, I will not be using cards, and I will actually be exposing myself. I will, you'll see my face. um, and I will be doing a live. I'm not sure. My guides will tell me when it's the right time, but I will do a live feed, a stream, and I will answer any questions that you have on this journey. As I said, I'm not going away. I'm just doing something different, and hopefully, this will help you evolve on your journey. So I do 3 spreads of 4 cards, 4 being my birth number. I do what's in the DM's headspace, what does the DM want to say to the DF, and what's the overall present energy. What I will say before I get started is there was a couple of things going on in the last couple of days. There was some crying going on. There was some anger. The crying is a trigger. The crying is necessary in order for you to heal. And sometimes you may think you're crying over your divine masculine, but in actual fact, this person comes into your life to trigger those wounds. That's what happens. They trigger the wounds, they trigger the healing. They get you to you get yourself to a higher sense of yourself. So, that crying is good, believe it or not. It's helping you heal those past wounds. So there's been some crying, there's been some anger, and there's been I don't know, like your stomach's for some of you, your stomach's been very upset, and there was some pain in the left ear. So I'm gonna get started, and I'm gonna call out to my guardian angels. Look at that card. I can't. These cards keep coming out like what is this? Like I just shuffled them. They came out exactly as the other day. It's so crazy. Okay. Yeah, these cards can't be cheated. They fall the way they're meant to fall, and the messages keep coming out. The same messages keep coming out because the energy is the same for the last several days. So, again, I have the nostalgia card. Both of you are very nostalgic for one another each right now. You're thinking of the times you spent together, the love you cherished, the laughter, everything. You're reminiscing, reading old text messages, looking at pictures. You're just very, very nostalgic right now. It could be that time of the year. It's a December. It's a very, very enlightening month. So it could just be the reason why the card is coming out is because of the month of December, and the month of December is going to be a very, very good or a very good month for many of you. Absolutely love it. This is not going away. The sexual energy has been there for days and days. It's not going away. You both have sexual energy for each other. You think about if you were intimate in this journey, you think about the love making, how pure, raw, vulnerable, how great it was. And there was zero inhibitions with this intimacy, and it was just natural. And it was a love that you've never experienced before. Love it. Soul searching. This journey is about getting to the inner depths of your soul and healing what needs to be healed, raising your vibration, raising yourself, getting yourself to a state of consciousness where you have unconditional love and forgiveness for yourself and for the world. And that's what this journey is about. And that is what my endeavor, that's what I'm going to, my new journey is. I'm going to help you get there. I'm going to help you remove the blocks. I'm going to help you get to a state where you can truly love unconditionally. It's not easy because our ego always gets in the way. But I will devote, my time into helping people getting to this state of consciousness to raise the level of the frequency of themselves, but most of all, the frequency of the world. When we raise that frequency, there'll be more love and less hate. And our planet will be an overall better place to live in. Absolutely phenomenal, but this is what this is about. This DM is soul searching. He has ascended. He's at the higher sense of himself. He is doing phenomenal, and he has raised his level of awareness and his consciousness, and he is, his vibration is greater, and he's doing greater good by the world. Love it so much. Fall. As I've been saying for many of you in this collective group, communication is coming in the fall with a long-term commitment in the winter. We're still in fall. It's December the 6th today. You go to my wall. Go to my wall. See all the traction that is happening. It is happening every single day for numerous people in this collective group. And if it's not happening, it just means you're further behind in the journey. And what I always say, take what resonates and pack away what doesn't. And if you have something for me specifically, kindly send me an email. Please do not affect the energy of this channel. It is a good vibe, positive energy channel, and you support each other so much. And I love the support that you provide to each other. But if you have something for me specifically, send me an email. I welcome all feedback. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on in the DM's headspace right now. Fall, great, soul searching, sexual energy, nostalgia. He's been, or she, just energy here, nostalgic all week long. Okay, so let's do a special shuffle here because those cards came out. So. And again, thank you all so much for the love. I have oodles of love for all of you. Okay, so this is what the DM wants to say to the DF right now. And you see how these cards flip out. Okay. One card, please. Nope, too many. And I always have to say this because I just feel I have to. Be careful who you listen to, please. People are not out there to truly help you. They're there to help their bank accounts. And, they do not know what this journey is about. And they cannot tell you if you're on this journey. And the only person that can tell you is yourself. When I do readings for people, the cards fall the way they're meant to fall. The message comes out the way the message comes out. If the cards depict that you're on the journey, then you're on the journey. But, the messages are the messages, right? So I always say be careful who you listen to. And, people are so concerned for me, because of the trolls out there. The trolls do not affect me at all. In fact, I pray for the souls of the trolls. And, that is the honest to goodness truth. I, pray for them. And pray that, they get rid of that hatred in their heart. Because everything I do, I speak from the heart. So if people don't like it, then there's certain, excuse me, they're certainly troubled. And I believe we all should say a prayer for them. Okay? So I've got the Divine Door. And I believe I got this card the other day. There's a divine door of love. There is going to be a knock on the door for several of you. This DM is coming to profess his love. You are the love of his life. He's been working in isolation. He's been doing everything he needs to do. This is a journey of oneself and raising your level of, your getting to your higher sense of yourself. I can tell you right now, these DMs are doing this for this particular collective group. Many of them are. So DFs, please do the work. It's not a one-sided journey. And you need to focus more on yourself and raising your frequency and getting to the higher sense of yourself. And once you do, this no longer matters. The physical unity just doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you're a better person as a result of raising your frequency and your energy, right? So, once you get to that state, what is meant to be will be. And the ultimate, I guess the goal of the journey really is physical unity. But you have to do the work, and you have to raise that vibration. Basically, here's the one-sided card here. Many times I've said at the beginning of the journey, the DM thought that he had a love for you that you did not reciprocate. But this is a different meaning today. And the meaning is this is not a one-sided journey. The DM is not the only one that has to do the work here. The DF has to do the work as well. And I know it's hard and it's not easy. And you've been summoned to this, to this journey for a reason. You have to do the work. You have to get to the higher sense of yourself. You have to raise your frequency and the frequency of the world. Because at the end of the day, we are here to do greater good by the world. This person comes into your life to wake you up. And that is the journey. Like, that is your journey. So you know, some of you, I read your comments, I read your emails, and you're just not there. I'm sorry you're not. And, you know, you have to do the work. And I will help you on your journey when I, you know, come out with the series, my limited series, and when I move over to, you know, the awakening and the ascension process and the meditation and how to get yourself there. This isn't easy. It's an evolution, and it takes time, it takes discipline, and it takes practice. Okay? Absolutely amazing. Surrender. This DM has completely surrendered to this connection. He's let go. In the last 48 hours, I feel that this divine masculine has surrendered to primarily the ego. They've let go of the ego. That ego death has happened, and there was some things that were still there. There was the pride. You know, pride is a good thing to a certain degree, but also pride can be a block. And the fear. That fear is gone. It died. They surrendered. They know what this is. They know that this is truly the divine connection that they thought it was, and they've completely surrendered it to the divine. Absolutely love it so much. And, you know, DFs, do the same. Do the same. Clearing karma. I've got this clearing karma card here, and if you look at it, you see all of this very, very deep roots to this particular tree. And part of this journey is clearing karma. And we have to clear karma of our, you know, our ancestors. And this is like a very tough journey, and it is a roller coaster ride. But this is what you're meant to do on this journey. You're supposed to break cycles. You know, it could be abuse. I just use that as a paradigm, but it could be abuse. So you could have gotten, you know, like, you know, spanked as a child, and, you know, corporal punishment or whatever, just for discipline. And then it just kept passing through generation to generation. What you need to do is you need to stop and clear it. And you need to, you know, change that dynamic of the karma in your life. Right? And clearing the karma also means getting rid of toxic elements in your life as well. Things that do no longer serve you. So look at, you know, your life holistically, and look at the people in your life, and see, are they, you know, are they truly there to serve you and help you, or are they just taking from you? Absolutely phenomenal. I love it so much. Okay, so I'm going to do the overall present energy right now. Where do we stand as of today? We only live in the now. We don't live in the past. The past stays in the past. The future stays in the future. We can't go back and change the past, so there's no point in living there. Right? Sorry, I just knocked the camera. And sometimes, you know, that's a block too, because you keep living in the past, and you're living in that living in that past hurt. And you really, really have to you know, break free of that. So I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for 4 cards. What's the overall energy as of now? And for you, like, I just have to say it because it just made me laugh. I couldn't stop laughing the other day. Somebody put a comment, I removed it, and they said I was a fraud because they don't show me shuffling the cards. I don't even need the cards. And what do I ask? I don't ask anything of you. I just give. Oh, that makes me laugh. Okay, 1 card, please. Sorry, folks. 1 card, please. I'm still smiling because stuff like that just makes me laugh. Okay, so I've got the challenges card here. There's a huge mountain, you know, there's some challenges, and I'm primarily thinking it doesn't really have to do with the divine masculine energy. I feel like it has to do with the divine feminine energy. There's some blockages right now. I don't know if the anger is coming from you, but that's all part of the ego that has to die. It's like I said, it's not an easy journey. Don't want to sugarcoat the journey. It's a roller coaster ride of emotions, and there is always some challenges. And for every 2 steps forward, you take a step backwards. But there's definitely some challenges. This is a challenging journey, and it's full of doubt. But one thing I will say is, if this is truly your journey, it's your journey first and foremost. And there is a certain element of doubt, but that is part of the ego that has to die as well. And there's people around you that doubt it, right? They but that's their doubt, not yours. So don't take on the doubt of other people. This is a bond that cannot be broken. It's the most profound bond you will ever encounter in your life. And if you are truly twin souls, nothing will break this connection. There are challenges, and you have to go up that mountain. You have to get to your greater sense of yourself, your higher elevation. Once you get up there, you will know what I'm talking about. And I'll help you get there. Mask. This DM has been wearing a mask, not of deceit. I'm not here at all. There is never any bashing on this channel. And if you're looking for that, then this is a wrong channel. This is a channel of good vibration. But this DM was wearing a mask because they never told you how they truly felt. They never told you they loved you. And they were wearing this mask. It was out of protection for them. It was out of protection for you. And everything they did out of protection for you. They didn't tell you everything because it was out of protection for you. They value this union so much that they had to wear the mask. The mask is coming off. They're coming to profess their love. And they're coming to tell you absolutely everything that, you probably already know. Because as you evolve in the journey and your gifts open up, the power of your intuition, you know things that, about the journey that you just know, right? That's the evolution of the journey. But he wants, or she, just energy is going to come and tell you everything. Breaking free, exactly what I said earlier, breaking free of the prison that you put yourself into. And you see the chains here, okay? The chains are around the divine feminine's neck, and you're free. Like, once you get out of that prison, you are absolutely free. You have harmony, you have peace, you have a higher, elevation. You're just free. And you need to break free of it and get yourself out of that prison of always wanting the physical unity, because that's not that's not what this journey is about. When you do the work, you get there, but it's not what the journey is about. And you have to break free of it. Trust me, you just do. This is a 5D connection, and 5D connection is your higher sense of your elevation. And when many of you started this journey, you started with that 5D connection. It takes work, perseverance to get to that level. It just does not come naturally. And you have to do the healing. You have to do the work. And once you get to that 5th dimension, 5D, you are in a state of unconditional love, forgiveness, forgiveness, unconditional forgiveness. There's no conditions when you are in the 5th dimension. It is the most purest form of love there is. And once you start with the fear, any element that our ego controls, you slip back into 3D. This isn't as easy as what you think it is. And, I feel that many of you have not got to this dimension yet, because it does take work and perseverance. And I do read the comments. I do read the emails. And if you still have that ego, it's very unlikely you're getting to that dimension. Okay? Very, very important messages today. Love it so much. Many of you are doing the work. You're getting there. And I love it so much. So, I'm going to give you 4 messages of what's in the DM's headspace right now when they kind of go on their day, every day, you know. Everything always resonates with my journal. If any of the messages don't come out, I will always embellish, but everything comes out the way it's meant to come out. And as I said, I don't even need these cards. And when I use my other channel, or you know, when I migrate to my new material, I will not be using cards. Probably just use a whiteboard or something. 3 cards, please, guardian angels. 3 cards. Oh, see, I almost landed in a candle. That would have been not nice. 2 cards, please. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Okay, I'll do it after this. There was something very significant that happened the other day, but I'll do it after I do these cards. Oh, dear. Sorry, 2 fell on the floor. Okay, guardian angels, 2 cards, please. That thing just really wants to go into that candle. Wow. Okay, so exactly everything I put in my journal. I have your picture saved on my phone. This DM looks at your picture all the time. You're an absolute princess, goddess, queen. He loves you. He thinks you're absolutely beautiful. He looks at your picture all the time. Absolutely love it so much. I am a fucking mess. This DM, I'm not feeling that right now. Some of them are, but most of them are not. And I feel like they're in such a good state. But, you know, some of them are a fucking mess right now. And some of them have not, you know, ascended to their higher sense of themselves. When you get to, you know, that sense, when you get to that 5D, it's so confusing, right? And it's much harder for the masculine energy to accept, you know, that dimension. And, you know, it takes a lot of work to get there. And, you know, it's easy. It's so easy to doubt this. And it's very confusing. And some of them are a mess. It's just the way it is. Not everybody, you know. You're at varying stages of the journey. Nobody's at the same, nobody, you know, I would highly doubt that you're at the same journey at the same time. Trigger happy, so unfair. This is such an important message. So there's a couple of things that go on here. You trigger each other. When you come into meet each other, you trigger each other. You trigger each other and you open up wounds to heal. And when you mirror back, you know, the hurt, the anger, the fear, you know, there's so many emotions that go with this journey, right? You trigger each other. And when you came to each other, you triggered that within each other. You triggered those wounds. And that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to trigger each other to heal those wounds. And, you know, the DM is like, it's so unfair, right? Because you've triggered things in him that nobody else has done, but they've done the healing. And just be careful what you mirror back and forth. Absolutely put this in my journal today. I hear and feel you so strongly. This DM hears and feels you so strongly, resonates with the 5D card. They hear you, they feel you. Everything that you communicate, they can hear you. And they feel you so strongly. I love it so much. Okay, so I'm going to do what's in their heart space, that's in their head space. Heart and head are 2 different things. As I said, we need to open up our heart chakras more and start thinking with our heart instead of our heads, because the world would be a much better place. So I'm going to call out to my angels for 4 cards, please. Two cards, please. 2 cards. Okay, what do we have here? All right. So, be patient with me, my love. This DM is doing everything. He's working his ass off. He's building a life for you. I know it's difficult, but you know, be patient. They are doing everything that they need to do in order to move forward in this journey, and they're just asking for some patience. You know, this doesn't happen overnight. You don't just wake up one day and say, oh, I'm awakened and I've ascended to the higher sense of myself. It doesn't happen like that. I've, you know, um, I just not seen it. But they want you to be patient. Excellent. I love it so much. I dream of you. This DM dreams of you. He dreams of the life he wants with you. He dreams of you at night. He dreams of you sexually, nostalgic, everything. This DM, you are his angel. He thinks you're an angel sent from heaven or the divine or whatever you believe in, because you have done things for him that nobody else has been able to do. And he dreams of you, and he dreams of the life with you, the love, the laughter, everything. This journey, this is ending for many of you, this separation. And you're going to start the next new journey of this, of this connection. So happy. Okay. I feel like I'm going in circles. Exactly resonates with the other. Sorry, I'm just forgetting. I'm gonna brain cramp here. um, I'm an effing mess. Again, this, you take two steps forwards on this journey and one step backwards. One day you have a good day, the next day you have a bad day. That's what the way it goes. It's part of your ego death, right? You feel like elated and happy and oh, the life is all wonderful, and then the next day something overcomes you, and you just feel like you're running in circles, right? It's like, what's going on? Like, and sometimes that's just you're part of each other. You're a bond that can't be broken. And when each of you are going through this death, this ego death, you feel it. You absolutely feel it, and you feel like you're going in circles. It's like, okay, I feel like I'm done. I've healed, and then something happens. There's a trigger. It opens up those wounds that needs to be healed. I'm struggling to let go of the 3D world. Again, like I said, some of these DMs are struggling. And when you get back to that fear and, that ego, that's putting you back into the 3D world. They're struggling. They're really struggling. This is not an easy journey. And it's very, very difficult, and they are struggling, but they are doing it. They're absolutely doing it. And in the 24 hours, I feel some traction. I feel that fear has died, and I'm so, so proud of the DMs. I am so, so proud of them, and I am so, so proud of you DFs too. You're absolutely amazing. You're both amazing, and I love you both so much. Okay, so that is absolutely great. I love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the fairy cards today, because they were kind of calling out to me today, and it's just a different perspective, a different way of looking at things. And yeah, I'm going to call out to my guardian angels. Guardian angels, 4 cards, please. Unreal, I cannot. 2 cards, please. Okay, so I've got do some research, okay? And it says you need more information about the situation. Look into it further before proceeding. And basically what I was saying is, a lot of people think when they embark on this journey that it's some Cinderella love story. It is absolutely not. And I challenge you to do any research on what I'm saying to you right now. Do your research. This is not, you're not having to do anything and get into this physical unity. There's a reason for the separation. Like, nobody is privy to it. And, does it suck? Absolutely. But you're meant to be in separation because you have to do the healing. And you were brought into each other's life to trigger that hurt and that healing. And if you want, like I said, do the research. It is what it is, and I'm trying, like, I'm here to help you and guide you and get you to that place where you need to go. And, as I said, I challenge you to do the research. But what I will say is when you do the research, take everything with a grain of salt. Because I've not seen any university or any college in this world that has twin soul education out there. So, take everything you read with a grain of salt. you know, if this is your journey, your inner guide will tell you that. No one else will tell you that but you. So just take everything you read with a grain of salt. Marriage, absolutely love this card. Love it so much. I've been saying this. It's coming out now. It's coming out. I said it. I put that in my journal this morning. This DM wants you to be his wife. And DF, you want him to be your husband. And what it says is the fairies join you in celebrating wedding bliss. I love this so much. Pretty much confirms everything that I've been saying. And as many of you know, these cards cannot be cheated. Your desire is within reach. Have faith as everything is working in your favor. Keep the faith. Have the faith. You have to keep the faith. And, you know, when you get up to that higher elevation in the 5D, the 5D, you know, that's where you have your faith, the unconditional love, the forgiveness, you know, the value of your self-worth, everything, your self-love. But everything you desire is within your reach. Power of positive manifestation. And adopt an attitude of gratitude. If you change the way you think, you will manifest all this stuff into your life. Absolutely love it. Okay. Dietary change. Okay. It says here, improve your diet and your life will also improve. You know, this is like a crazy journey, and sometimes we neglect ourselves. We fail to eat properly. We fail to eat at all because it's so draining, right? But you have to take care of you, and you have to do what is good by you. And, you know, eat properly and properly nourish your body and get that nourishment in there, you know, because if you don't have the nourishment, you will not have the strength to raise that vibrational frequency within yourself. I love this so much. Okay, so I'm going to do animal spirit now. And these cards are very, 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 very difficult to work with. So if one card faces up this way, then I'll take that. If one falls out, I'll take that. Divine feminine energy always first. And I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for animal spirit, please. Came out the other day. Meant to come out again. These messages come out twice for a reason, right? Because the messages isn't being heard. I cannot manipulate this. I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for divine masculine animal spirit, please. Looks like I'll be working from home again today because oh my god, we're having a freaking blizzard again. Okay, just gotta love Canadian winters here. All right, so I have Bobcat Spirit, Life is a Mystery, number 8. So I'm going to go over that right now. And 8, if that means anything to you. Life is a mystery. Let me just put this card down here so you can see it. The Bobcat moves furtively and mysteriously. And when Bobcat Spirit appears to you, she brings a powerful reminder that not all things in life can be explained or understood through the power of intellect. Trying to figure things out, find logical explanations, or predict what will happen based on reasons and facts will not provide you with the certainty and comfort you seek. Bobcat asks you to trust in the great mystery and let the secrets of the universe reveal themselves to you through direct experience. Allow your vision to slip into focus, and you will see between the lines and observe what has been hidden there all along. Bobcat Spirit helps you know intimately the pulse of the divine in the world. Trust in the wisdom and the revelation that come to you, yet know the understanding may not come to you would like it. What you experience through your heart and intuition, which comes to you as a voice of your inner knowing, will guide you now as you accept that secrecy is woven into the fabric of existence. No matter what, the appearance of Bob's cat spirit is a sign that you are being called to trust, even when what is revealed does not agree with your need for intellect certainty. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Always, always, always trust your inner guide. You know, don't always think with your head. Think with your heart. And if everyone in this world thought with her heart, we'd live in a much better place. Life is a mystery. Just trust the divine and trust yourself. I love it so much. And owl spirit again for the divine masculine, little crown on. This divine masculine is a king. He's a prince. You see clearly now. It's number 43. So I'm gonna go there. Owl spirit, you see clearly now. Owl spirit arrives to you to remind you that the wisdom within you is informed by your keen senses and the wisdom within the consciousness we all share. Even in the darkest night, the owl sees clearly and is guided by every sense it has, including the first sense of intuition. Right now, your sensitivities are turbocharged, and you are receiving messages from all directions. Owl Spirit reminds you to be wise and pay attention to what's between the lines, what is invisible to the naked eye, what cannot be heard with the ears, and what others may not be able to perceive. With all your senses aroused, you have much knowledge available to you. Clarity will come to you as you sit with all that you are sensing, allowing your intuition to guide you in understanding the whole and not just the parts. Let your wisdom arise and be your guide as you trust all the acuity of your senses. Intuition is real and can provide the clarity you need to understand your situation right now. Your relationship, your finances, your job. Whatever it is, you can see the truth clearly now. Absolutely love it so much. These TMs are gifted. They're very gifted. And they know what's going on. And they're trusting their intuition. And because of that intuition and their higher sense of themselves, they've absolutely killed that ego. And they've killed that fear. And I love it. I love it so much. Okay. Last but not least, I'm going to give you these. I don't know how these got all scrambly. Messages. Very nice messages to take with you today. Very nice love. Soothing messages. We need to open those hearts up. We need to love. And call out to my guardian angels for one card, please. I want to tell you the story. I forgot. One other thing happened was quite significant. Okay, one card, please. Sorry, that's two. One card, please. Holy Moses. Sorry. These are a mess today. One card, please, guardian angels. One card. Okay, we got two today because two keep falling. So I can only fight with them for so long. All right, and I just feel like you need to. So this is the front, and this is the back, and it says you are beautiful, and you are a beautiful and sensitive soul. Love's objective is to help you remember who you truly are, an eternal being of light on a path to ever greater love. Love it so much. I totally agree. You are beautiful and sensitive souls, and I love you all so much. You've already seen the front of this, but this is the back. And it says, dwelling on the past and future keeps me from experiencing the power of now. I make a conscious choice to be present. I accept love now. I am grateful for your love. Absolutely everything. I completely say every single day. We live in the now. We don't live in the past. We don't live in the future. Manifest. Manifest now. Manifest the love. I love it so much. Last but not least, I was cleaning the other day, and I put my dog down on April 15th, 2019. He was 10 years old, and I ironically put him down on my father's birthday. And my father is, he's departed. He's on the other side. And the other day I was cleaning, and my dog's been gone for 8-9 months. And I'm like very anal when it comes to cleaning. And I've got new furniture, like everything. I've moved everything. I wash everything. And see this here? Okay, this is another piece of his hair. And it's just crazy how it was just sitting in the middle of the floor. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, I cannot believe that even my dog Ozzy is guiding this journey. And, he senses the sadness. He senses the struggles. It's crazy. our pets, animals, everything on this earth has a soul. And my dog was telling me and comforting, comforting everyone on this journey and saying, you know what? This is absolutely your journey. Here it is again. Okay? You know, and I just feel that this is such a profound message, from my dog, believe it or not. He was such a blessed soul as well. So, anyways, just want to thank you again all so much for the love, the likes, the subs. You guys mean the world to me. I love you all so much. And I wish you nothing but blessings on this journey. You are in my prayers every single night. And I hope you have an outstanding day. Thanks very much, folks.